Testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Watch Aiden call me during this podcast.
Oh, is it recording already?
It's recording, yeah.
That one too?
Yep. We're live.
We're
We're live. Oh, I'm still not ready. I'm still like touching my face.
Yeah, no, you do. Oh, wait, are we live now? I didn't know if you wanted to intro.
I have no idea.
You got to do the intro.
Welcome to the NumbNuts Podcast. Do you know what episode is it? I'm testing you.
18? 19?
19.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to episode 19 of the NumbNuts Podcast. I'm here with Mirza, and as you can see, Aiden and Kez are missing.
We were talking about the podcast before we started today. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
And I've actually been curious. I've been meaning to ask you. I never thought I'd ask you on air. But since we don't have really a topic today, we're just going to be discussing random things. What was your favorite episode we've recorded so far? To watch, I guess. What was your favorite
one? It would have been 3 episodes. You know how the ending killed me? The whole episode
killed me. Blooper, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first one. Aiden does that little stare he does before the episode starts and he just gets closer. And then you done the war music and all that.
That was the last one.
No, that was the last one, but the 3 episodes ago. But I really enjoyed go watch it, the Who Wants to Be a Dollar Air episodes. Here's a link. Wait, do you put links in your... Can you put like a little box of the video or something? Is that
I can't do that. It only lets me do that at the end of the video. I can't drag it to the middle. But you could do it and I'll put like a picture of it.
Here's episode 1, 2.
Oh, actually, it'll just pop up as like a little I could do it like where it pops up in the top right, like a little. Yeah.
But those 3 I enjoyed. That's why.
So the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire videos are your favorites?
What? Yeah. Well, Aiden's one's my favorite, and then Kez, and I would say my one last, but it was like pretty good. All 3 were pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say Aiden's one is my favorite too.
Because that was the first one we did, and we didn't expect not expect anything. We didn't know what to expect. My bad.
Yeah.
And that's why Kez surprised the hell out of us with that whole little production with the TV and
it was honestly because we did that. Yeah, it was surprising because it was only our 5th video that we did. Aiden's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was the 5th video.
Been a minute since we done that.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to do more game shows because they're fun. But it was just way more planned and way more advanced than we thought we would do for our first few videos. Like we had a whole TV. It was just really funny. Yeah. Like I would love to go back and watch those ones as well.
It's just about timing. Same thing as today. We all live our own lives and
it's difficult.
In the sense of we have work.
Well, Aiden has no excuse. He just fell asleep.
Where are you?
Aiden, you're still asleep, mate. Come on.
He's still sleeping. What's the time right now?
We're meant to go gym, Aiden.
It's 3:35, Aiden.
Aiden, I'm calling you out on the podcast because you're meant to go. We're meant to go to the gym and
he's been sleeping all day. Like you said, watch him call.
He will call during this podcast.
He's gonna call and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you guys started yet? I'm on my way." And then it's already too late, mate. It's already too late. Nah, but it's just I want to do more game show ideas and all that. And like I said, my favorite ones are where we're all together. We were discussing before this too about changing the setup as well. And sort of because the examples I gave where it's like when it's like this, where it's like face to face.
Yeah,
it's more. It reminded me a lot of like other podcasts. Am I allowed to drop other podcast names or whatnot?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Yeah, just like sort of main one everyone knows. That's why I use that as an example is Joe Rogan's one.
Yeah.
Where it's more so, when it's like this, it's more so the audience, you guys, are listening in onto a conversation instead of sort of being part of it in a sort of sense. Yeah, where it's like, when you have it more open, our old setup, you can put like a little snapshot of our...
Yeah, I'll put a little picture of it.
A little snapshot of our old setup where it was more so wide and sort of the cameras are facing us where we're looking at the cameras constantly. I remember I used to always have a problem, even what I'm doing now. I used to always look at the cameras and you're always like, stop looking at the camera and just like, like keep a conversation base.
Yeah.
No, but it would be interesting because I would want to try 1 or 2 episodes, like different setup here and there.
I mean, I've always thought about like even having a setup where we're just on the couch. Like, there's no table, it's just us sitting on the couch.
Because even during the Dollar Air episode, where it was like, the couch shot, even that I enjoyed because it was sort of like, obviously the main thing is between who's playing. Yeah. But it was like, let's say it was Aiden and me or me and you there, it was just like kicking back. It was like a nice little cutaway,
We'll do that again, for sure. Right now, it's more like a budget thing. Like, there's a lot that I want to do. Obviously, I've talked about improving the audio quality of this, getting more mics, and there's a lot more things I want to do, but it's just, I guess, a budget thing, time thing.
Well, there's
slowly,
yeah, because we're discussing with the shorts too and the TikTok videos and all that. It's just time. We're always working. You and Kez are working 8-10 hours.
Especially now I'm working extra shifts and stuff, so it's tough. So I don't know. I try my best to upload weekly. I was talking to Mirza about this, and there's 2 things I've been meaning to improve on. Do more shorts, and Kez runs the TikTok account now, so I want to give him content to post. And also, the Spotify is so far behind. Look, I link
we're just talking about that.
I link the Spotify in every video. If you see in the description, I see, here, listen to us on Spotify. But honestly, there isn't much to listen to right now because it's just, 5 videos, 6 videos?
Yeah.
So...
Because I don't even know what that process is like. Like, in my head, it's just, you just take the audio and upload it.
The Spotify, you could actually watch video on Spotify now too. So the video and the audio.
That's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, Spotify uploading is pretty simple. It's just like maybe...
Why don't you do the video too?
No, it is the video. I do the video on Spotify.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm always used to watching the video. That's why it's like... Right.
Spotify, if you go on Spotify, you could actually watch the video. And the thing with Spotify is... the reason I upload on Spotify is so that I personally love listening to podcasts when I'm doing work. And when I'm like, I don't know, cleaning the house or whatever, like working on my car or whatever, yeah? So it's nice to be able to save my battery on my phone when I can just switch it off. And Spotify gives you the freedom to do that. You can switch off your phone. Because with YouTube, you can't do that. You have to keep your phone on to listen to a podcast.
I've been seeing the, the audio books and all that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everyone's been recommending it too, where it's like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they can't focus on one thing. I was discussing that too, where it's just like, it's a habit now. I'll be doing, let's say, making some food or just cleaning or just like kicking back or doing some work. Let's say I need to do some paperwork. It's just, I can't stay focused. And no, it's not ADHD. It's just like, I know some people are going to be...
I'm the same.
Yeah, you just need something in the background.
I need something in the back. I need constant, stimulation. Something.
That's the way.
Are you one of those people that, dead silence, or do you listen to rain sounds? I don't, but
no, dead silent. But the idea that I'm only ever not listening to something, I feel because my mom's the same. Where it's always something, and the thing with them and my parents, for example, I feel like a lot of Turkish people can relate to this. Where their parents, they'll just put on a show and they'll fall asleep to the sound. Where it's you can't even sleep comfortable silently. It always has to be a background noise. Something like that. And I have a lot of WOG mates and all that. They say the same thing about their family habits and whatnot. And just it's just constant noise. You just need constant stimulus in the brain and whatnot. Yeah. No, but it is about habit because there was another guy, I forgot. He's a YouTuber, very amazing guy. I forgot his name, but he does he learns one new thing a week, ability. Yeah. Have you seen that guy? He'll be I've seen 1 week to learn a Rubik's Cube, 1 week to do a backflip, 1 week to it'll be anything spin.
That's his whole channel?
Yeah. He takes 1 week just to learn a new skill. It'll be a card, a magic trick or something like that, or learning to write with his left hand or something. Okay. And then at the end of the year, he'll see if he can do it again. It's ooh. Wait, no, what was I coming back to with that one? Bro, my brain just went numb. I just cut this part out. Oh. What was it? It was... Bro, cut this part out. This is really... I completely got lost in how deep I was going into the conversation.
So while
No, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
We're
we're back. Sorry about that. Just that little cutout. We went a little too deep there. Sorry for...
Mirza had a brain fart.
I had a really bad brain fart where... Yeah, it was bad. I just
Cause you were talking about that guy that does he learns a new skill.
No, it was just more so just
you were gonna get onto something and then you forgot.
Because with that I had this big idea of just what I was gonna relate it to and just how relatable it was to just want to learn, but then my whole brain just went numb. Don't worry about that cut, guys. It's just
that's all right. That's all right.
My brain just had this big such a you see the whole.
Maybe you'll get it back, but until then, let me ask you this.
Yes.
It's actually thanks to you. Because I wasn't, talking about how before there's these extra things like the Spotify and shorts that I want to do that I haven't had time to do. I felt the same way about the thumbnails. When we're uploading, I was like, I don't have time to make thumbnails.
Yeah.
And then you were actually the one that told me, bro, I used to love your thumbnails. You should do thumbnails. And that pushed me to do them.
Yeah.
So now my question is, I do thumbnails now.
Yeah.
So my question is, what's your favorite thumbnail?
I was just talking about it too. The thumbnail. If you guys see the last episode, it was the $7,000 one. I don't know why. I was just looking at it and then I was just like, oh, that's just like pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then that was 2 videos ago. Sorry, last one as well. Me choking out Aiden.
Yeah.
I like the ones where you do like the little backgrounds and all that. Yeah. There was my Japan trip too, where you done like little Easter eggs, all that throughout the video.
So I loved your Japan trip thumbnail, but for a YouTube thumbnail, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. It was too.
There's a lot of details in it, but you got to zoom in. And with YouTube thumbnails, you got to you've got very limited space, so you got to make use of it. So that one as a YouTube thumbnail was very bad, but honestly, I personally loved it and I loved making it. So I just kept it up. I don't care. Usually when I don't like thumbnails, I replace them like the last video.
I would actually love to see all the thumbnails ideas that you guys you had in the past. Because I'm curious where you guys stand. I would like to a little bit contribute into your little thumbnails too.
Okay.
Like I said, it was just more so I want to be more
involved,
you can say. Like Kez is running the TikTok account.
Yeah.
Aiden is doing that.
Aiden helps me with the setup, the lighting, and sometimes I go to him for editing advice as well. So Aiden's good with that as well. What do you want to contribute with then? Because I'm always interested.
Because Kez, you're being lazy with the TikTok. He's being a little lazy.
No, it's not that he's being lazy. Like, I've sent him the content that I've posted on my shorts, and he hasn't posted all of it. But to be honest, Onyx, stop scratching at the door. Guys, ignore my cat, sorry. There isn't much content for him to post. Even the past content.
There's always little bits and stuff that just crack me up throughout all the episodes.
Oh, but he won't be able to. He doesn't have the editing experience to be able to clip.
Bro, you just screen record. But you don't want to screen record that either. Because I'll say screen record that little part.
I mean, look, Kez, if you want to try, but Kez is really busy as well. So to be fair to him,
look, I'm willing to give it a shot. I've always been against. I'm part of that group where you guys. Well, Aiden always bags me where I only stick to Instagram. Yeah, I'm not on TikTok or anything like that. So when I want to show Aiden,
you continue. I'm gonna
continue. Like when I want to show someone, let's say a funny video, a reel or something off Instagram. If they have TikTok, it's like, oh, I've seen that 2 months ago, sort of thing. That's why, I'm a little behind, but I'm not jumping on that TikTok bandwagon just yet. I feel like it takes up so much time. I see my sisters and my parents just on TikTok.
You know what they call it? Doom scrolling.
Is that what it is?
Doom scrolling, yeah. And I do it a lot. If anything, the only thing that is consistent in my life that I battle
a lot of people,
is a phone addiction. I don't have TikTok. I used to have it way ages ago.
But you don't have it anymore?
I haven't had it in years. Yeah. And the reason is because I'm a really big victim of doom scrolling. And I used to spend hours on TikTok.
Aiden, I think it was Aiden. A couple of our friends in the group, they're really bad with that. And there was that great thing where there was another guy and he goes, can you remember the third last video you watched or the fourth last video you watched? And it just comes to the point where you're just taking in so much useless knowledge and just
it doesn't do any good.
Yeah,
you know what it is?
It's just
I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but I want to repeat it. I know the viewers have heard me say this before. Watching YouTube shorts or short form content like TikTok is like the junk food of entertainment. You know it's bad for you. You know it's bad for you, but you just love it.
That is such a good way of putting it.
And I'm not going to take credit for that. I didn't come up with that. I heard it from someone else. But it's such a good way to put it because it's so true. I honestly, when I watch YouTube, because now my addiction is YouTube Shorts. I can't get away with it.
That's enough.
Because the thing is, I have to have the YouTube
Did you get sucked into it by accident too? It's you're watching a video and then somehow you accidentally click on the short.
You know what's the thing? YouTube opens up with shorts.
Does it?
Yes. So it's really easy to get sucked into it.
It's at the top, isn't it? Where it's it's just
it's on the bottom, all the home trending shorts, but it automatically launches. If you restart the app, it automatically launches on the shorts. If you have it, try it now. It automatically launches on the shorts.
We're gonna give this a crack.
Go give it a shot. If I knew I was gonna waste,
it's right there. Just.
Yeah. For me, yours doesn't actually launch on.
So
wait, hold on. Let me try mine.
I think
swear.
It's really because you get sucked into the shorts too.
Look.
Oh, Damn.
automatically onto the shorts. That's me. But
That's
I'll
like
show
a
you again. I'll show you again. This is me deleting it. Complete refresh.
That's smart.
Yeah.
And it's like straight away. And it's like
Boom.
TikTok where you just get hooked on. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I've had moments where like I've scrolled for like 2 hours, let's say, it's bad. And I think to myself, man, 2 hours I've been scrolling. If I knew I was gonna waste this much time, I could have watched a movie.
Yeah.
Like at least that would have been more productive because at least
more
I'm
memorable.
learning something, you know, I'm learning about pop culture or whatever,
Yeah.
But doom scrolling, you don't learn anything.
Nah.
Like maybe like here and there.
But
I know there's some.
You're not going to retain that information. You're going to forget it after.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll like save or like or whatever, and it's just there. It's just, you never go back to it. It's like, yeah. I can set it up. I can give it a shot. The TikTok account.
You know how before we started, we were talking about the whole YouTube thumbnails. You know how we were talking about also like. Before me and Mirza were discussing, should we have the 2 cameras or just the 1 camera facing us? And then I said, you know what, I'll have the 2 because when you have like constant cuts and a change of environment, it keeps you guys engaged more.
And not just that, it's like you said, it's like, it's sort of something for your eye to like, you know, catch
it's more, it gives the video more depth and character.
Where it's like, if you stare at a picture, you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's a great idea. This is great on that whole stimulus thing. If you if you look at just the picture, you know, it's sort of like after like 5 seconds, it's like, oh, I have nothing else to examine.
Since attention spans can be short these days, what people say, this whole video, as you can see, there's been Subway Surfers on the bottom.
You're gonna do that. So if you're gonna put on TikTok, go for that idea. You know, do that. It's always like because I always get not through TikTok, but if someone wants to send me something through TikTok, it comes up on my Snapchat or like just my messages. It's always that like Subway Surfers video. It will be like, I don't know, just like a video game on the bottom. Like, you know, what was Aiden's game? The Crash Mania or whatever, the Track Mania or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's just weird. Yeah. It's just so much useless scrolling. Guys, control yourself. Just
it's really tough.
I try not to get hooked on all that stuff. That's why I even like with Instagram, I'm like, I don't really use my Instagram for anything. If anything, all it is people sending me reels of what they find on their little doom scroll or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like while they're scrolling for 2 hours, a couple of videos, and like some of it is pretty funny. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Even the little group chat we made.
Yeah.
Even with that, I'll go through it and like start cracking up because we all got basically the same sense of dark humor.
Yeah.
I can't send you guys everything because I feel like my humor's a little darker than yours and Kez's.
Well, Kez literally said, Mirza, don't send like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, look, I can get a little dark sometimes. It's not my fault. I find it funny. It's just a habit. Yeah. Not a habit. It's just like
if someone
my style of humor.
If someone falls in front of you or falls down like stairs,
like,
you find that funny?
Well, I hope after, but it would be funny after.
Then you would have loved Fail Army back in the day.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, they used to be really good. The compilations and all that. Again, stimulus 1 hour videos of just compilation. You just chuck it on there and just like those off to it.
What about on the topic of Fail Army? A similar style of video is Australian dash cams. What do you think about that?
I watched it a lot. We talked about this a couple episodes, maybe not a couple, maybe like 7 or 8 episodes ago, because we were talking about my motorbike. Just like me riding a motorbike or whatnot, and then Aiden was like saying, "Oh, it's dangerous or whatnot." We had the same topic on the debate one.
Yeah.
Last episode.
Yeah.
Go check it out, guys. But basically, I was like, I enjoy those like motorbike crash videos, not in like a twisted way, but more so the way I see it, it's I'm learning off what not to do.
Learn from other people's mistakes.
But I enjoy like some of it's like really like. It's just they're not using their brain, and I find that a little funny. And the thing is, I'm really bad in like a serious situation because I find everything like a little funny. Just like even if someone's getting angry at me for like the smallest thing in my brain, I'm like they're actually like getting angry for something that's not. They're not even gonna remember it.
I have that a little bit too. Sometimes one of my most annoying traits, like that I find annoying about myself, is I'll be telling the truth. But then someone will think that I'm lying.
Because you're laughing.
But then I'm smiling. It's like, why am I smiling? Because like I know I'm telling the truth, but like it makes me look suspicious when I'm laughing, and the shaking doesn't help either because it makes me look nervous. I'm not lying.
Nah, but yeah, it's just like with all those dark videos and all that. Just it's yeah, I feel like it's just like him.
Talking about the dash cams.
Yes.
You were telling me that you wanted to talk on the podcast about what happened today. You
not
with the drivers or something.
Nah, it was more so, like, obviously I'm not going to vent for people watching or whatnot. But it's just like, again, that whole like people not using their brains sort of thing. So I'm going to work, and yes, I like to drive a little, above the speed limit. I don't tend to. But as I'm driving, just all right. So this woman's doing a landscaping at her front yard. It's a construction area, In general, you wouldn't have a kid on that street in general because you got bulldozers there and you got like heavy machinery and guys with like little bobcats and whatnot,
Yeah.
And then this woman's doing like landscaping on the construction site, and then I don't know, the kid just pops up onto the road.
Okay.
He runs across it. Yeah, it's a big wide road, a lot of cars going up and down. Runs across it. I'm already hitting the brakes. I see this kid a mile away. It's not a problem. Yeah. He runs across the road, opens the car door, and then I don't know how to describe it. Jumps on the door like it's like a swing sort of thing. Like, have you ever seen Ninja Warrior where they have to hold onto the door? And they have
so, yeah.
Same thing. This kid's like hanging off the handle.
Okay.
But that door is opening on the road.
Oh.
Right? And like, if I was to be going past here, that kid's right in front of me. Yeah. The door's coming off. The kid on the door's coming off. Everything's... But I hit the brakes. Like, I see this kid a mile away. I hit the brakes. I stop. And I'm looking at the mum like, what are you doing? And the mum's screaming at me. Like, oh, why are you speeding? I'm like, I'm not speeding. I just hit the brakes. Like, I didn't even slam it. I was just like slowly hitting the brake, and she's like losing her. Like, she's going a little angry with me. I'm looking at her like, I'm not even doing any emotion. I'm just like, are you being like sort of legit right now?
Yeah.
And then she does that. She grabs the kid, goes back there. I go, like, what the hell, like. That whole... I could have easily just opened the window, started giving it to her life and whatnot. It's just...
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm not going to... There comes the document. I was about to crack a joke, but...
there's the most frustrating thing, I'm sure for a lot of people, is like when someone's in the wrong, but they start like protesting and arguing as if they're in the right. There's a word in Turkish for that. Have you heard it?
You would probably know.
I think you would have heard it too. Hem suçlu hem güçlü. It's like, you're at fault and you're still complaining or something like that.
Direct translation, at fault and still strong. Which is, I hate that. Because one thing, I think a lot of people can relate with like when they're driving their parent and their parent gets angry at another driver.
Yeah.
And then like, even other way around where it's your parents' fault and they get angry at another driver and have you ever had that?
Yeah.
So with like pickups and drop-offs, anytime I used to get dropped off at school, my mum would like, let's say, cut in front of someone. They'll beep the horn and she'll get angry at them. And then you got to watch this like little argument ensue just because, just like... and you got to take your parents' side and it's like, but she's in the wrong sort of thing. No, but I get what you mean with that.
Who taught you when you first started learning how to drive? Who was teaching you? Was it your dad that would take you out on your L's?
Very nice.
Who?
Alright, so everyone gives me a lot of crap for my driving, but I'm self-taught, by the way.
I'm not giving you crap. I'm just genuinely
not you. Well, another mate of ours up there, yeah? You got him, he doesn't have a license. You got another kid that's underage, and another one who's just like, he's an ant driver, crashed a lot of cars. And out of all that, and you got me. Yeah. I got my license. I'm pretty safe driver when other people are in the car. And out of all those 4 options, they pick the one that got into a lot of crashes, I was like, what the hell's going on here? My driving's not that bad. But I'm all self-taught. I used to pinch my mum and dad's car when I was 14, 15.
So you went out yourself without...
Yeah, because I don't know whether you had the same experience. I feel like a lot of people do, where your parents go, I'll...
and then they never take you,
And it's like, they'll say, I'll take you out Tuesday. Tuesday comes around, I'm a little tired, we'll go
for legal reasons, Mirza's joking for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
This will not be used in the court of law as evidence. No, Thank you.
Won't even see the light of day. But all self-taught, automatic. I used to pinch my mum and dad's car. And I remember my dad had a LS1 Ute.
Yeah.
And then I done a burnout with that car.
Yeah.
But I wasn't smart enough to clean all the mud off the tyres and all that. So when I parked the back up, he came in, he's like, he didn't lose his thing, like, cool, but he was just like looking at me and like, he can't obviously be like it was me because he sometimes does that too. He was probably wondering maybe it was me or maybe I went over like mud or something. Who knows? I got away with it for a long time.
Yeah.
And then after that, I got my first car, the manual car. Yep. Again, self-taught. That's why a lot of people give me crap, even till this day. They still give me crap for it. No, but with you, was I there for you got your license pretty late, weren't you? Or?
Yeah, I got my license late. I remember Seth was always telling me off, like, come on, bro, when are you going to get your license? Because he got it as soon as he turned, was it 16 that you're allowed to get your L's?
Yeah,
16?
Yeah.
So I got it when I was 17 and a half or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Let's say. And
a lot of people get it late. I feel like
so I got it like a year and a half late. And yeah, it's just like my parents didn't really have time. So my dad was like always busy, obviously, with work. So I used to just pay a driving instructor just to take me. There's a lot of money.
Posh life. Even Aiden does the same thing. Call Aiden next time. He got his license straight away and he had an instructor for every step of the way. And I'm like, bro, just wing it. And he's like, no, the instructor has to be there and whatnot.
Did you pass your
sorry?
driving test on the first try?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Right.
I remember because with my test, I just passed the test, the 78% test, the written test. They're driving on. Oh, that one. I'm pretty sure I explained this one, but it would have been a minute ago. Yeah, so. No,
it's fine. I'm just like looking at the angle.
Looking at your complexion.
Yeah.
So this is a great story where for my driving test, I was going to take my mum's Kia Carnival. It's basically a minivan. You can't go wrong in a minivan for driving test, the night before I go to my mum, I need the car, my driving test is like 10 o'clock or whatnot.
Yeah.
I need her to just, for an hour, go take it, come back. She goes, yeah, all set. The only other car we had at this, because I didn't want to use the instructor car, was my sister's Ford. Yeah. And that one, the whole wheel assembly kept popping out.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, no, it's not ideal, because you don't want the wheel to just pop out on you, because we were driving and then basically it's just like, the wheel's still attached to the hub, it just pops out.
Yeah.
And you're on free wheels now, And then mum goes, yeah. Next day comes around, I go, where's the car? And she goes, I need the car today,
Oh, no.
And I'm here panicking, I go, damn, my test is in like 30 minutes. I only got this Ford, which is like, it's an it's not, I don't even think I can get it to the driving place. I go, I'm looking at my options, I can't cancel because if you remember those bookings, they take like 1 or 2 months.
They do, yeah.
It's a long process. Anyone in Victoria knows anything with Vic Roads is too long. Yeah. And I go, stuff it. I got 30 minutes, let me repair this car, Jack up the car, I tighten the bolt that holds the whole wheel hub and basically the whole wheel assembly together. Yeah. And I put another bolt behind that and I put another one. So 3 bolts holding on just so it doesn't loosen up and come out, Yeah. Anyone that's into cars, it's hard to explain what was exactly wrong, but for the summary version, it was basically the nuts kept getting loose, and then because it was threaded or whatnot. Anyways, I repair it. I drive it down the street. I go, is it making noise? I go, not really. Like it's somewhat alright. I go to my dad, hop in. We're going. Get there, do a little test and whatnot. I'm panicking that as this test might happen, the wheel's gonna pop out, and it's gonna be the weirdest experience. It's just gonna be awkward. Like, oops, We do the test. Went pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, the guy even said he got pretty comfortable. He's like, oh, you're a pretty good driver, look experienced and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, like best driver in Melbourne sort of thing. We do the test. I do my parallel parking, no noise from the car. It's all good. And then he goes, we're done. He goes, you passed. And I go, oh, really? He goes, yeah, you're all good. And he goes, now drive us back to Vic Roads, like the building. As we're driving back, I can slowly hear the it's
you passed.
I passed.
He
But
said
okay, now it's like I don't know if you can still fail me for like the whole like defective car sort of on the road sort of thing. As we're driving back, we're probably about 5 minutes away. I hear the and it's getting a little louder. But we're done with the test here. I go to the guy, there's like Taylor Swift or something playing, I go, can I up the music? And he goes, yeah, we're done with the test. We're just driving back. I go, all right. I've slammed that, not loud, but pretty loud, what I mean? Where you're not going to hear that. Because I don't know whether he heard it, but I can hear it,
Oh, Taylor Swift sounds
just like, pump that up.
Taylor Swift sounds a bit off today. I don't know. It's just like...
No, that's part of the music, And we get there and then, it was all good. I got my test. Car was done. Guy went off. My dad was like, did any noise happen? I go, nah. The next day, I thought I had fixed the car. Yeah. As I'm driving down, the bridge. I'm not gonna say.
That's not. Yeah.
There was a bridge I was going down. Yeah. As I'm driving, the whole the wheel basically flies off, and I see it going down the road. And I go, and I'm like stuck in the middle of the road, and then everyone's doing that like that little drive by like what's going on sort of thing. I was like this car's rubbish at that point. After that, I sold it to a mate, and then never saw that car again. But yeah, it was just like.
What happened to the wheel? Did you ever see the wheel again?
Well, I had to go chase it down, because it was like basically the brakes and everything was still attached to it. It was like it was bad, but
then you could have pressed the pedal and it stopped.
It's Bluetooth connected.
Bluetooth connection.
Nah, but with everything I did license wise, and I feel like a lot of people do this too. I have like cousins and all. I taught a lot of people in the group how to drive. In the group when people's brothers and all that. If your brother ever wants to learn how to drive, I'm more than happy to.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get to that age too. It'll be pretty funny to see how that's gonna go.
It's always fun to see little siblings driving all that. Yeah. No, but yeah, I've taught a lot of people in the group how to drive, and I'm still teaching people how to drive. I'm teaching Kez how to drive, and he's not listening to me. He thinks he's if Kez is watching. Tonight, yeah? Sorry,
you got a lesson with him later tonight.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go to.
What are you teaching him, manual?
Oh, just automatic. Just how to go and go properly without giving someone a heart attack.
Yeah. He presses on the brakes a little too hard, doesn't
he? We're just talking shade about Kez here. With that. Oh, we went really off track with that because we were talking more so about the setup and whatnot. Yeah. We went really off that.
Do you want to go back to the whole setup podcast?
No, because...
Is there anything else you want to mention?
What's your plans, though, for the future of the podcast? Because right now we're all sort of working and can't do the time.
Well, inshallah, I mean, the ideal thing would be to make enough money on this podcast. I mean, this is a dream, but make enough money to support myself that I can just focus on this. And then if I can focus on this, I can focus on it more. If not, I can build other stuff off of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want this channel just to be podcasts. Like, the Spotify, just podcast. But the YouTube channel... I want it to be podcast, but more. I want content as well.
See, the thing is, only close friends would know, but you used to make videos, just like YouTube videos. Like
I made everything. I made vlogs. I've made skits. I've made gaming videos.
The challenge videos.
I've made podcasts.
And I enjoyed every single one. Like, with all those too. Like, not lying. Like, I genuinely enjoyed all those videos. Used to make the challenge videos and all that.
Yeah.
Even the old gaming videos used to... All pretty fun. And the thing is, you're really good at editing and just in general, just jump cuts, and you have perfect comedic timing too.
Yeah.
All the other videos, it's like, I would always send videos of certain moments that like just make me die from laughing.
Yeah.
And most videos, if I could, I'll send like 4 or 5, probably even 6, like full 2-minute sections, 3-minute sections where I'm just dying.
I just think it's like, this podcast is just about being silly and having fun and just... But in a PG way, like it's a family friendly show now, and I'm very glad for that because the thing is, think about it. If like for instance, I've had this personally where I've had, I've got my nephews, my little cousins and stuff, so they go, "I watched your video."
Yeah, no.
Imagine if we were doing what we did back then.
Yeah, like I said,
I'll
that's a good point because I was looking at just like where people watch some of these videos, and then you had. A pretty big percentage, obviously, from Australia, but a certain percentage was Turkey, and then another one was United Kingdom, which I was like, if you guys are watching from United Kingdom, good on you. Like,
what do you want to say to the United Kingdom audience?
No, that's Australian. In it, bruv. It's just all the Manchester, all the English like accents. Like, good day, governor. All those videos are probably, if I had like children or something like that, or just like people that find me as a sort of role model influence, I would not want them watching it. I would want to see him though, so just send over all the videos I want.
It's awesome always to see like where you came from. Like I look back, my first ever video was a vlog, and it's crazy how awful I was. Because like back then, like
is that you went to like amusement park or something like that?
When I went to I'll blur this out.
Bro, you don't have to blur it out. I don't even know what that is. All right,
but pretty much like the reason, like for instance, I'll give you an example. In the vlog, I had like 2-3 minutes straight of just filming the road. I remember like editing it. I remember editing it and thinking like, oh, all these clips are so good, I can't get rid of them. So like I had I had 2-3 minutes of just like on the road, just like, I don't know, cows or the sky or the sunset. And honestly, they're all trash. They're all awful. I've even had, actually, another thing I've done is I've tried to do cinematography videos.
Like Aiden? Or?
Yeah, like Aiden. I've done it for like car meets and stuff, which, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I don't think they're good at all.
I don't
Like,
see those ones. I don't
yeah.
remember car video ones. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting to look back, and I'm really like gonna be interested to see and look back, especially at the end of this year, because think about it, it's already been half a year pretty much, and I'm happy with my progress. Obviously, I know I said at the start I want to upload every week, but it's really hard to do.
Yeah, because even
I try my best.
Even
really
today,
do.
where it was throughout the whole week, today would have been my only day that I could have done it.
Yeah.
And even with that, there was only such a short time period I had today, which is obviously right now.
Yeah.
Back like 3-4 years ago, when we were just doing part time, if anything, half of us weren't even working back then. We were just like sort of just cruising through life.
Yeah.
Day and night, we just had so much time that we just wanted to fill it with like random stuff we used to do.
Yeah.
Just random drives and all that.
Yeah.
And I look back, I go, yes, like we had a lot of free time, but we didn't really
Make use of it?
make use of it. We had a lot of memories and all that, but it's like I look at it now where I barely have any time. And I try and think back, I go, when did that like
Change.
yeah, I go, when did it change? Like I had so much free time, so much where I used to just it was hard for me to basically fill it. It just I had so much free time. And then out of nowhere, I barely have any to even do the stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Because
That's why even now it's more detrimental when we do, I don't know about you, but when I realize I've wasted my time doom scrolling, I feel even worse now.
Guys, stop it. Just delete TikTok. Just, you don't need it.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Honestly, the most valuable thing that you have is not money, it's time. And we waste it so often without realizing.
Time is money. No, but yeah, it's just like, it's ridiculous. Because, again, I was speaking with a mate of ours, and we were like just cruising. It was like 10, 11 at night. And we go, back 4 or 5 years ago, we would have went home. We would have went to a kebab joint, like just kicked out at a car park for like 2-3 hours, or a lookout. And just like set it all up and just done it. Now it's like, we're so tired, or we're just like so... We haven't had a single.
You know what it is? I reckon it's maturity, though. I feel like we realized
there is that too.
I feel like we realized we could use our time.
I feel everything we did like 4 or 5 years back. I feel like 70% of it, if we'd done now, we would have still been very enjoyable. It's just right now we've gone so. I don't want to say boring, but like more calm and just.
You know what it is? Our lives are too scheduled.
That's another thing too.
Yeah.
Like I already have my whole next week of what I'm gonna do day and night.
Yeah.
Sorted out. Back then, it was like, I wonder what's going to happen tonight. I don't even have...
Do you want to just buy one-way ticket to Spain right now?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Oh, no. But actually, my wife won't be happy.
Stop it.
See ya.
Live a little, bro.
Hey, guys, just a quick interruption to the podcast. Just wanted to let you know, if you guys are interested, below is a link to a donation. You can donate to any cause you'd like. And any amount is fine as well. So just click the link below if you're interested. Now, let's finish off the podcast with a story.
Storytime with Ozgood.
Story time with Oz.
Oh, wait. Your full name's not out there? Or?
No, you can say it. We've said it before. Yeah. Just don't say my last name.
Storytime. He lives at this gym. No.
I was at the gym doing shoulder dumbbell exercises in front of the dumbbell rack and mirror. When I see a flat metal object on the ground. Now, that's not particularly abnormal until I tell you it looked like a knuckle buster. It was a knuckle buster. I picked it up and handed it over to the gym worker, who said this must have been dropped by one of the many guys that came that day to the gym that jumped the gates and chased one guy around trying to beat him up. The worker told me the guy being chased by like 10 dudes ended up fine because he had fast legs. Moral of the story, never skip leg day. So that's one of them.
That's a good story.
And that genuinely happened. Like I was at the gym and I'm like, obviously you see like stuff thrown all over the gym all the time, especially metal stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because I was looking at it, it's just flat. And I mean, I'm like, what is that? I go to pick it up. I go,
this is a genuine knuckle buster.
No.
But anyway, well, hope you enjoyed the episode. I actually really enjoyed this one. This was fun.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
and there would be a couple more stuff I wanted to talk about, but obviously we can't get into detail on camera. It'll be off camera.
Yeah,
It's private.
we're gonna enjoy our off-camera talk. You guys don't have to be a part of that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed as well. And I'll see you guys on episode 20. That's gonna be satisfying. Episode 20.
We can do a big one. Just cut that, like, me whole brain fart right now. Genuinely, even now, it's still continuing. Oz, the future Oz. Alright, no. Sorry, we're back from that cut out. But yeah, it's just like constant stimulus, you know what I mean? It's a really bad habit. And yeah, just the audio and all that. I feel like...
Sometimes when something's not working, you can shut it off and then turn it back on. That usually works with my computer.
Just go to sleep.
I was at the gym doing shoulder dumbbell exercises in front of the dumbbell rack and mirror. When I see again, I haven't practiced. Look, what you said, you have to practice. I haven't practiced. Okay,
yeah.
Wait, dude, start again.